The Steam Christmas sales are finally here and we will proceed to buy some video games together. Rainbow Six Siege, my computer probably cannot run such newfangled games, already got Undertale. Franchise, Mafias, Witchers, Metal Gear Solids, New Domes, all the usual suspects are on sale. Obviously, yes. Trending among friends are Dark Souls and some free-to-play games. Payday servers, Blur games, more highlighted deals. Worms already got Worms Armageddon, so EDF is good, but already got it over PS4. Highly recommended, obviously. Endless Space. QSI sold by one of those new Vorax space games. Though I don't never remember big ones. Were the good ones or big ones really good. The big one was Lackluster. It was hard to tell from the picture big is big because it just the classic spaceships that they all looked same to me in the end. Sorry to say, but free to plays. But you cannot have a free to play on sale, this is a problem. Card Hunter. I've heard good things of that free to play, maybe I will one day try that. Top sellers include Grand Theft Auto and Doomsday. My Summer Car, Good Job Finnish. Good Job Finland. Death Wings, the Space Hulk. The new games. Liquid Pinball. Just 50 cents for, and I do like pinballs, and Liquid is always fun mechanic when games have that. Especially dynamic liquids, that's what. Yeah, looks like nice one of those Mercury Marble Madness. I think that's the genre name anyway, Mercury. It's a good. Though I don't see the pinball aspect exactly. Likewise, you don't need to have flippers, you do have bumpers and such, so I guess that's that. Anyway, just 50 cents is Liquid Bundle, so other game. We do have Liquid Tehmä, and it also is just 50 cents, so that's extra 1%, so I guess that's a good deal for 2 games. However, some paying from PayPal will prefer to buy at least with 10 euros or such, so we have to find other games to buy. Pitarina VR, X-Base, Marmoset. Now as you know, there are quite a lot of Steam games, my info says. Release daily, so you have to use so-called video game heuristics to find the game you might want to even check up. If you had infinite time, you could go through them one by one, but man doesn't have even enough time to read those little things there for each game. So first you have to look at the 2 things, name and the little thumbnail. The little thumbnail picture is the most important thing for developers, video game developers to handle. It has to catch your man's interest and how to have him read the next phase. Because I read the next phase. Anyway, to either even click the thing or at least read the little information box there. Here we have the anime is one popular. I'm surprised that like over 50% doesn't have the animated girl on the thumbnail, because that's basically guaranteed thousands and thousands of clicks and extra sales, but because the developers are clinging on their sense of what was the word? Now Tycoon game no slimes to like Manager games, but Marpleis, it could be Marple Madness, but €10 is too much for Marple game. I prefer games that cost €2. It's good price for game. I mean, for good game like even €60 will not be too much. However, the problem is you never know which games are good enough. That's why you have to go. If you say let's like 10% of games you buy are good, then it comes to €6 per game. But fair game for Trians. We have to go fast through the things. Kuinka Adobe Sexy Ribbons kostume. €5. Very good. Dignity. They are clinging on their little bits of dignity to the video game developers. That was the word. Really got the... Oh, it's too long. Still is the house inside demo. Because I have to check up the inside at some point. And crystal quests. Presuming payable ad. I do love like payable ad games. Like a Robotron with Forza graphics. Damn it, original. Oh, it's actual port of some arcade game. Chicken. Here we have what I call the problem with whimsical games. Although I get very suspicious when I see whimsical things such as Chicken. Then I just go past them. Go past things anyway, so. Rebound. What does it interest me? I don't even know what exactly interests me. Why some things are. Bowser balls. The pun thing seems a bit too whimsical for Alvaus B. Just Warrior. Alvaus be hesitant of puns. Regular animes and stuff. It's a video. Sonic Hunter, Dragon Knight. The Ghost, Edgar Alls, visual novels. Kinkaius Hot Squats. Boxer Time Tendency. Mitä siis? Innocent. That looks like to be Apuse. Now that's some amateuris pixel art. And clumsy looking gameplay. And the Terraria eyeball. Though I presume there have been some floating eyeball enemies before Terraria, but can't remember once now. Well, NetHack obviously, but I was thinking more of. Looks slightly pathetic. there's a little bit of I guess that's pixel art is a bit better, but they are this time using the same enemy as that one game and seems to have the same gameplay, blatantly stealing things. Honesty of you. But on bonus side it might be a better version of the game. In that case it's all alright, but I'm not sure if I'm bothered to find out this. Still, if I want to play that kind of way, I still have to gold play more of that game that I haven't played that much because name I have forgotten for now. That's another game with the Matter's pixel art. Oh no, that's kind of bit clever ASCII kind of thing. Probably not the real ASCII though, but looks kind of fun and cool to me. 9 euros, it's a bit too much to wait for it to get to the €2 sales. Looks pretty decent though. Inputnet Superflows Nimes Depression Terblister Putting simply put Markubus Kernbar Silver It's called whimsical shadow tactics. I do like tactics. If people were clever, they should put tactics on most of their games and people will get interested. Just put tactics and animated this and you will get sales of 50,000 no matter what your game will be. Club battle slots. That can do whimsical, Rocket Grace, Wingardium Prism, Rumbao, Virma Rumbao, Timber Locking Experts. Is that actual locking simulator or a whimsical game of some other sort? Looks like actual locking simulator, which is nice. So. No, it kinda. It's very complex. No, it's getting broken sometimes. Rescue the great demons apart when more nights requires a koalia. Football simulator. Is that simulator of being a koalia? Aware games. Like Deck and Tidy, simple but pretty good. Let's scroll anymore. Is that Steam being broken again? Yes. There you go. It's Fixel. It's such a stupid name. Angers me a little bit. Control 2 independent pixels as you avoid any undevelops, juggling the grace lord and addictive against this pixel. Sounds very irritating. Tako sit kolppii Jumper Jap. I do like Jumper too. I presume this is by the same developer because of having the exact same the gameplay same too. Yep, it is the exact same gameplay. Except that the character looks dumber and put the developer of Numberis, British guy, also made that Tover Ascension game thing. Matt something. And these are clearly either Swedish or Norwegian names. So they have gone and stolen both name and gameplay. It's very blatant indeed. Going around taking a good name to make. So it's game that still so there's never own kinds. Because I'm then in that case worth it to buy the thing. It's 4 games or 5 euros. Still need some games. Kurmi customers Saga of the North find Mr. Shadow let go of question to course. Chemical use. That's kind of whimsical but surprisingly excellent things. Malazart, Masters of Magic. Presume it's some kind of clone of the old game called Masters of Magic. No. I've been fooled. That is not Masters of Magic. Time of Silence. Book series. Is that anime Alice in the Wonderland? It was nice to have anime version supporting the Red Forest. Tombstone. It's always exciting having city horror games. No. Yeah, it's the Animalis, alright. It's slightly lackluster art. Not that I'm buying visual novel anyway. Oh yeah, roller coaster Wolf. Because people don't like it. A wolf simulator. Toronko Nectar Civil War. Tangown Scrapes. Signs of Horizon of History. Dawnstroke. Is that adventure game mode? Is it good or bad, Hartel? Remind me it's Escalon 3. I don't want to say. 9.99 still. It is on sale at least. Over the back of with all the 3 Escalons, I already have 1 and 2 because I've played through cost less than the Escalon 3 itself. It's very silly. I probably currently won't be exactly playing that game, so I might as well wait for slightly more time. Not that I won't be playing any game, I will be buying. But I will try them and possibly then playing slightly more of them. But the problem is always is that I have 300 games that I could be playing of various quality. Admittedly, I do feel like I have to play things, kind of like a little job I have, playing the stupid games I have. Hellman has to do something with his life. Playing trying to play as many video games in as diverse as possible. As better than I don't know what is worse than that. But singa anima quest, it's worse. Anyway, Regpic looks pathetic. Is it in Japanese or Chinese? Mysterious. Looks very strategic. Also looks like Chinese game. What's this game and where it came from? Classic RPG Maker games. I wonder how much do their normal RPG Maker games on Steam. How much money do they make? Just wondering how much money I could be making. Just hire someone to do some pixel art and the monster art and such for would that cost 50 euros maybe, and then make a rest myself in a month. I mean, if I could make like $200, that's good value. Or that on Games Factory. No, the 90s. Oh, 90s India games. General look better than that. Accidentally lost the thing. Now it's back. For sake. 22 minutes already for this pointless city. Well, what does it matter when I can have infinite amounts of time plotted into YouTube at this point? Only costs my dignity of making at least as there is nothing to lose without upcoming games. Thomas Harris was Grand Park, Great Square on day. Oh yeah, what about the games in exploring games, early access games. Looks like the early access games are on the Steam sales, Steam list anyway. Tipsmarkar VR, Seurausam VR. But will the VR catch on? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, not currently, it's too expensive or some extra money or people. This looks amazingly terrible. Also there's this branch between this and the picture. Different art style for the games that have the animatics. People will be angered by the lack of variety. Very. Do like strategy games. Not sure what's going on there. Fuck. I don't want to buy complete random games.